This is the Civilization 4 NLL. Welcome back to the Noble Leaders League. I am Kjotleik. We are in the second division. This is Wang Kon versus Roosevelt. Wang Kon, he is bottom of the league, 18th place with 2 points after a win and 4 losses. Roosevelt is number 9 with 4 points, 2 wins, 3 losses. No doubt Wang Kon is in need of a win no matter how he comes about it. Wang Kon's win was in round 3, which means that he is now on a 2-game losing streak, back-to-back losses. Roosevelt, on the other hand, is in a very special position. He won his first 2 games, domination in rounds 1 and 2, but then he has lost 3 games in a row. Not only that, all the 3 losses has been Diplo losses. Wang Kon, on the western part of the starting continent, there is fish up here, there are clams, some sheep and crabs, no river but a few jungles and some forests, and we also see a wheat over here. The starting position of Roosevelt is on the east side, almost up to the Arctic. There is sheep, there is a riverside start, there is also iron here and some deer. And then the starting continent is in the northeastern part of the world. There's also a continent down southeast, and then a very lush and green continent that would make for some very good city sites in the west. So let's get the game started. Here we are. Wang Kon of Korea versus Roosevelt of America, and Roosevelt, he is pleased with Wang Kon already from the start. Wang Kon in Buddhism, 1 city each. And we see the texts are flying by fast, 2 cities each. Roosevelt doesn't have a religion yet, 3 cities each. And we see turn 86, 87. Roosevelt doesn't seem... he adopts Buddhism, and guess what that means? That means we are in serious danger of Roosevelt getting his 4th Diplo loss in a row because he is pleased. But he has 7 cities, and now he's even friendly with Wang Kon. Look at that yellow smiley face on Roosevelt on the leader list. Turn 152, 8 cities to Roosevelt, 6 to Wang Kon. Let's see how the game develops then. Wang Kon has access to the continent down south, so let's see if he can expand into that one. Turn 180, and there it is, Wang Kon's first city on the continent southeast, his second, and now Roosevelt is going optics though, so Roosevelt, may he be no, he doesn't go astronomy immediately, he's go feudalism first, and then civil service, 9 cities each. Turn 205, 206, and it looks like it's Wang Kon that is going to expand into more cities now. Yes, 10 cities for Wang Kon, and now Roosevelt is on astronomy, which means that he could send his settlers soon. He can send his settlers at least out to the continent in the west, while Wang Kon is taking the southeastern continent for himself. 12 cities Wang Kon, 10 cities Roosevelt. Roosevelt has settled the western continent. Turn 242, and he's no longer friendly, he's down to pleased. 12 cities each. Roosevelt is building up. 13 cities each. Turn 253. We are looking at Wang Kon going for nationalism. Both of them are going for nationalism, by the way. 15 cities Roosevelt now, and he's expanding further, going for liberalism as well now, Roosevelt. Wang Kon is 0.6 the strength. Roosevelt is first to liberalism. Don't know what he took, but 18 cities to 14 now, favoring Roosevelt. He does need a victory, so it would not be wise of him to give away the win to Wang Kon, but I haven't seen the Apostolic Palace. I don't know who built it, if any has built it yet. 19 cities to 14, and it looks like 19 to 15. So we can basically say that Roosevelt does have the western continent, while Wang Kon has the southeastern one, and then they share the starting continent in the northeast. Now Wang Kon is on astronomy, but I think Roosevelt has taken all the good city spots in the New World anyway. 21 cities Roosevelt, 16 Wang Kon. Roosevelt is on physics, turned 310, and Wang Kon with the golden age. And it doesn't seem to me like, well, Mausoleum of Solos has been built. Have they not built the Apostolic Palace yet? I don't actually know. Wang Kon is in Confucianism, by the way. Roosevelt is not in a religion, but 23 cities to 18. This could end up a long game, unless something happens. 24 cities to 19. And it looks like Wang Kon is trying his best. Roosevelt is now going for rifling, by the way, but he is friendly, so he's not going to attack Wang Kon. So what he is going to spend those rifles on, I don't know. Going electricity next as well. Wang Kon is in military science, turn 340. So we see here some civic changes and stuff. 28 cities for Roosevelt, 19 for Wang Kon. Roosevelt is the biggest empire now. He is twice as strong as Wang Kon, approximately. Getting electricity, going for chemistry and military science, while Wang Kon gets communism. And on to physics, 28 cities to 20. And the steam power for Roosevelt, we are at turn 361. And Roosevelt has a golden age, and there are privateers that are attacking. 29 cities to 20. Roosevelt is getting railroads, while Wang Kon is now starting to get rifles. 29 cities to 20, turn 370 coming up. And Roosevelt, he is the biggest one, but it doesn't seem like he is willing to attack anytime soon. Only the privateers that are out there on the water are doing that. 29 cities to 20, Roosevelt going for radio, steam power for Wang Kon onto steel. Turn 382, 383, Kremlin and Broadway has been completed. And Roosevelt is on industrialism, 29 cities to 20. It doesn't seem like they have more room for expansion, so I guess it's going to stay that way for a little while, unless they decide to attack each other. I don't think that Roosevelt will attack Wang Kon, but I don't know what Wang Kon feels about Roosevelt. So he could potentially attack Roosevelt, but the Statue of Liberty for Roosevelt, going for rocketry. Wang Kon is getting electricity right now. Turn 402. Buddhism has spread, yeah, we see that. Assembly line next for Wang Kon, while Roosevelt is getting his rockets ready. And going for mass media next, Roosevelt. Is Roosevelt trying to go for space then? 29 cities to 20. That's not going to change. That's either fission or fusion. Probably fission. I don't know. Wang Kon on industrialism, 29, and Roosevelt getting biology, and on to medicine, and he's getting the spaceship text now, turn 417. I haven't seen the mention, and Roosevelt has built the United Nations, which means that we have more opportunities now for Diplo wins as well. A United Nation Diplo win would probably be the first in the season, but Roosevelt now on computers, Wang Kon getting artillery. Wang Kon adapts environmentalism as well, turn 425. Robotics next for Roosevelt. And he has completed Hollywood, turn 429. Turn 429, turn 430. The fact that I haven't paid enough attention to the chat in the middle of the screen to recognize whether Roosevelt has the Apollo program or not doesn't mean that he doesn't have it, it just means that I haven't seen it. So let's see, 29, and once we start registering spaceship parts we know that he has it, but he hasn't. I haven't seen that he has built one yet. But creative construction has been founded, so there are corporations on the scene, turn 442, and Roosevelt has completed the Apollo program. Now we saw it, he has completed it, but it's only just 50 turns left of the game. getting his superconductors. But will this be too late, Roosevelt? Going for fiber optics now? Is this too late, or will you manage to do it? Remember, you need about 10 turns in order for the spaceship to arrive as well, so if you launch it too late, this game will end in a draw, which is what it looks like to me at the moment. Let's just see if he can get his spaceship parts built in time. He needs to launch with at least 10 or 11 turns left on the clock. Now it's 46 turns left. Roosevelt, 29 cities, going for... Oh, has completed life support, okay, and Mining Inc. has been incorporated, so there is Mining Inc. and Roosevelt has completed the thrusters and also the 3 gorges dam. Advanced flight for Wang Kon, while Roosevelt is on that DNA stuff, genetics I believe, going now, turn 458. This is a race towards space for America. Will they do it or will they not? Turn 459. Turn 460 coming up in just a few seconds here. Turn 460. Roosevelt getting lasers now. 40 turns left of the game. He has completed another thruster. And Roosevelt going for advanced flight then. One turning it, of course. So it's not going to delay too much, but you only have 37 turns left of the game now. Are you towards... and he has completed another thruster. Going for the composites now, 3 turns left for that. And there is Civilized Jewelers in Dallas, and Roosevelt has completed another thrusters, but I think you are going to be too late for that spaceship, are you not? 33 turns left of the game now. 32 turns left of the game now, going for stealth as well. That is delaying even more, isn't it? Wang Kon. I haven't seen Wang Kon build the Apollo program, but he's on computers now. Roosevelt. 30 turns left, 29 turns left, Roosevelt, and now he's on future tech, so he does have all the technologies, but can he lift off in time? He has completed the engine, but is Wang Kon using his spies to sabotage the spaceship parts? That is also interesting. We don't really know. 26 turns left. He needs to lift off at least in 10 or 11. He has completed the spaceship casing. That is good. Creating constructions has expanded. Roosevelt, you are racing towards the stars, towards Alpha Centauri, but you have only 23 turns to get there. And you need to stop focusing on spreading all the corporations, and you have to start focusing on... There are two more casings. 2 more casings for Roosevelt, but he hasn't built all the parts, I believe. There is the cockpit and another casing with 21 turns left. Will he be able? And he has completed another casing. Is Wang Kon sabotaging his casings maybe? So he has to build more. Let's see what happens. And he has launched! He has launched! 19 turns left and Roosevelt has launched the spaceship, and Roosevelt is going to win. He completed the docking bay and at the same time he launched. So Roosevelt is going to win this game by spaceship. He is going to end his 3-game losing streak with Diplo, and he didn't give it away to Wang Kon. He's turning things around. Roosevelt of America is going to win the game again. 13 turns left now. 12 turns left, and I believe the spaceship is soon about to land on Alpha Centauri. Turn 490 now. Will it land on 491 or 492? I am not sure actually. And 491? No, not yet. Wang Kon completed the life support. Wang Kon has completed the life support and he hasn't landed yet. Did Roosevelt send it out without all the parts? Did Roosevelt launch without all the parts? Will he get there too late? Will it get there too late? No, it cannot be. He must land soon. There it is. Turn 494. 2074. Roosevelt has won a space race victory. He did it. He managed to get his spaceship to Alpha Centauri. Congratulations on ending your losing streak and with the 2 points to America. Roosevelt won a space race victory 2074 AD. Congratulations! There were no wars in this game, but both leaders did get the Apollo program, Roosevelt in 2021 and Wang Kon in 2033. Roosevelt also founded 4 corporations: Creative Constructions, Mining Inc., Civilized Jewelers, and Sid's Sushi. Let's take a look at the statistics for this game then. That's going to be interesting. Score: Roosevelt was the number 1 for most of the game. In GNP we see Roosevelt, yeah, he was number 1 for most here as well. Production, number 1 towards the end at least. Food, Roosevelt. Power, Roosevelt. Culture, Roosevelt. Espionage, Roosevelt. So he was number 1 in all the metrics. Demographics then. Wang Kon's are here and Roosevelt's are here. We see that Wang Kon ended the game with almost 52 million in population, while Roosevelt ended on 108 million. He has gone up above the 100 million barrier, and that is a very good population count for Roosevelt. 8,014. That's a very good GNP as well. And with 1,500 and over 1,000 in food, 1,500 production, over 1,000 in food. Also Wang Kon had over 1,000 in production and 653 in food then. So these numbers are good for both leaders. The cities and the wonders, let's go to the bottom. 2 BC era wonders, Stonehenge and the Oracle, both of them for Wang Kon, and you see the rest of the list goes up, and if we go to the top, you can see it all there, also including the corporations on this list. By the way, the cities then, Chicago, Roosevelt is the number 1 city, Seoul of Wang Kon is on 2nd place, Pyongyang, Wang Kon is 3rd, then the 4th through 6th cities are Boston, Miami, Las Vegas, Roosevelt cities. Miami is size 26 by the way, that is a very big city, just to let you know. Statistics: Wang Kon built 20 cities, 5 religions, 2 golden ages, currently on 52 windmills, 38 towns and 24 farms. He built in the cities 20 of barracks, granaries, forges, lighthouses and harbors. And you see the list with the 6 hospitals there at the bottom. Let's go page down and confirm, well, pyramid, spiral minaret, oracle, some here. And we have to go page down again. And we see 1 Chichen Itza completes the bottom of the list. Ironworks is there, a lot of interesting stuff. His current units then, Wang Kon has now 44 mechanized infantries, 36 infantries, 20 workers, all the way down to 1 mobile SAM. He trained a total of 52 longbowmen, 27 galleys, 24 caravels, and we see 4 great scientists there, so let's go page down, and at the bottom of the list we find 1 mobile SAM. When it comes to the kills and the losses, killed 6 privateers, 1 caravel and 1 frigate, and the losses were 2 privateers, 2 workers, a frigate and a galleon, and those 2 workers were aboard the galleon because they were never at war, so it was privateers that killed and made him lose units. Roosevelt's cities, 29 cities built, 2 religions founded, 2 golden ages, currently 80 windmills, 41 farms, 36 lumber mills. He built in his cities 29 granaries, 28 lighthouses, 27 barracks and courthouses, and you see the list, 20 security bureaus as well, page down. It's a long page, 5 hydro plants. We have Oxford University, there's the Sistine Chapel and Versailles, and we go page down to see the next page. A lot of wonders here. You can just see it, and we go page down to get the last page. And Mausoleum of Solos is at the bottom there. Also, Roosevelt did build the Apostolic Palace. That is worth mentioning in a game like this. Let's go to the top and see the current units that he has. He has 108 mechanized infantry, 40 workers, 22 jet fighters, and 1 cavalry at the bottom. He trained a total of 58 workers, 49 longbowmen, 33 creative construction executives, and you see the list goes down to 6 mobile SAMs, so let's go page down to 1 musketman, and then page down again to see 1 SAM infantry completing the list. Confirming the kills, 2 workers, 2 privateers, 1 galleon and a frigate, and the losses, 6 privateers, 1 frigate and 1 caravel. So congratulations with the space race victory, Roosevelt of America. On the victory condition screen we are interested in Roosevelt's spaceship parts, and indeed he lifted off without completing it. He only has 1 engine and he only has 4 thrusters, so that's the reason it took some more turns than I anticipated to get to Alpha Centauri. Had he lifted off a few turns later, it could have been too late, and that would have been catastrophic, at least when it comes to winning the game. When it comes to culture, it looks like they were very far away from anything related to a win. Roosevelt had 55% of the land area, so very far away from domination as well. And he had a lot more score, of course. We can go down to see that Roosevelt built both the Apostolic Palace and the United Nations, but he never called for a victory Diplo win in the Apostolic Palace, or maybe if he did, at least Wang Kon didn't vote for him. I don't know which one is the correct. But let's go exit and look at the cities, Wang Kon cities first then. 20 Wang Kon cities. We have Seoul 21 pops, Kaesong 21. We see just 2 cities that are unhappy, but they are very good health, with the exception of 1 city, Jinja. Base food, 40 plus for a lot of them, big 30s for some others, so good. 163 base commerce in Seoul, that's a very good one, and with 1, 2, 3, 4 more cities above 100, and then some in the 90s. This is very good commerce for Wang Kon. We also see the production, building spaceship parts and stuff, 224 production in Manpu for a spaceship casing. That is the best, I believe, 147, 150, 102, yes it is. So take a look at this if you want to. I am going to go to the Roosevelt cities to look what he had. Roosevelt of America, okay. And then we wait a minute, and yes, Roosevelt, and we go here and sort by population, and we are on the top. Pop 26 is not the biggest there has been, I believe, but it's nevertheless a very big city. Miami, Cleveland 25, Kansas City 24, there we see a lot of 22s and 21s and 19s and stuff. Building some Mining Inc. executives, very happy all the cities, very healthy all the cities. Base food is 67, I believe, is the best in Cleveland. 65 in Kansas, 52 Miami, 62 Baltimore, 61 Dallas, Las Vegas, 60 Portland. Remember that Sid's Sushi is in play here as well, so that is why these numbers are really good, and you see the reason why Sid's Sushi is very good. Base commerce, we don't have anyone on triple digits, but 87 in Cleveland is good. 73 in Houston, 83 Washington, 80 Boston, 71, 77 in Seattle. Production-wise, 123 for a guided missile in Cincinnati, 99 in Las Vegas, 92 in Dallas, so reasonably good. Albuquerque, Pop 12, is the last city on page 1. Let's go to the bottom. Let's find 12 Albuquerque. Okay, so it's only 3 cities behind there, Phoenix, Los Angeles, and Atlanta, and they are nowhere near any records. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. The updated league tables show us Wang Kon still at the bottom then, 18th place with 2 points and negative 33 score turn difference. Roosevelt, now number 6, just managed to squeeze himself into the playoffs, 6 points, positive 56 score turn difference. Tomorrow we are going to be back in the first division. The games tomorrow are Qinji Wang versus Pakal II, and later on the day Suleiman versus Willem van Oranje. I am Kjotleik, this has been the Noble Leaders League. I hope to see you back tomorrow for first division action. Goodbye for now.